news. This morning I'm meeting with Vice Admiral Bordado, the chief of the Philippine Navy, who is currently on an official visit to France. We're going to discuss a number of topics, including cooperation with the French Navy, the challenges and threats that the Philippine Navy is currently facing, recent defense procurement, as well as the topic of the creation of a submarine force. Admiral Bordado, good morning.
Good morning, bonjour.
Bonjour. Thank you so much for hosting Naval News today at the Philippine Embassy here in Paris. Can you please first tell us the reason for your visit in France this week?
Of course, it's my pleasure. Our primary reason for our visit here, of course, is to meet the head of your Navy, Admiral Pierre Bangier. And of course, first and secondly is to observe how the DCI conducts its training to the foreign navy's personnel. And of course, to observe also how the French Navy train their submariners for our future acquisition of submarine. So those are my main objectives of this visit to France.
Can we expect an increased cooperation between the Philippine Navy and the French Navy in the months to come?
Yeah, definitely. We will be sending officers and Navy personnel here for training this year. I think we have 30 Philippine Navy personnel who will be conducting training here, and it will be administered by DCI, the Defense Conchi International.
Exactly.
And of course, I have one student here for the War College. He will also be taking the one-year course in École de Guerre.
Admiral, can you please tell us which kind of threats and challenges your Navy is facing nowadays?
Of course, nowadays the situation is still volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. But our main concern first is the illegal, unregulated, and unreported fishing. So as a Navy, we have a responsibility to monitor the fishing activities within our territorial domain. And next is, of course, is the terrorism at sea. Next, of course, the environmental impact of some of the activities. We've also monitored that. And lastly is the threat to our sovereignty, to our maritime territory.
The Philippine Navy recently made headlines with the procurement of two key defense systems, namely new corvettes by Hyundai Heavy Industries, as well as Brahmos coastal defense batteries from India. Are those examples of systems you are procuring to address the challenges you just mentioned?
Yes, partly, but it is part of our active archipelagic defense strategy and our naval operating concept. All these acquisitions, these modern acquisitions, are part of our AFP modernization program. And of course, we are a maritime nation, and we should have a strong Navy. That's why slowly we are building our capability and our capacity.
What about submarines? Are you still looking to create a Philippine submarine force?
Yes, definitely. In 2015, we started forming the so-called submarine group of the Philippine Navy. And we are already actually starting to train our personnel, even though we don't have the submarine, because we have learned that in order to have a better or best submarine force, you start with your personnel. So slowly we're training our personnel for to have the competency to handle or to operate submarines in the near future.
So regarding submarines, are you discussing with Naval Group? Did you meet with them this week during your visit?
Naval Group made proposals for the construction of 2 submarines, and of course it is we are also meeting with the other proponents, but Naval Group is one of the proponents that really they are really wanted to help the Philippine Navy build its submarine force.
One last question regarding maritime security in Southeast Asia. What is the status of the Trilateral maritime patrol in the Sulu Sea between the Royal Malaysian Navy, the Indonesian Navy, and the Philippine Navy?
It is of great help, the Trilateral agreement between the 3 navies, Indonesian Navy and the Royal Malaysian Navy. You know, it really prevents piracy and other maritime violations within that area. Last 2020, we were able to apprehend some pirates, and just last 2021, last year, we were able also to capture some of the kidnappers. Because of that trilateral agreement, we have constant coordination with the 2 navies in that area.
Very well, Admiral. Thank you so much for your time and for welcoming us here, and I hope you enjoyed your visit to France.
Yeah, this is my first time in Europe, and of course, this is my first time here in France. And of course, we want to deepen the relationship between our 2 navies, the French Navy headed by Admiral Pierre Bandier, and of course our Navy. So we have been doing this since we signed our agreement way back in the 90s. So we just wanted to deepen the relationship between Navy, because our 2 navies believe in a rule-based management of the ocean, and of course we believe that the management of the ocean should be according to the United Convention on the Law of the Seas. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Merci beaucoup.